my name is Blade Walker and welcome back to my Let's Play for 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.4. Today we're going to work a little on the new Horde base, or bases I suppose you'd say. We're going to get the upper rim here filled in with concrete, and then I would like to get, in addition, I'd like to get a light on each one of the four corners to help hopefully be able to see it from a distance. I'm not sure if the lights will even render that far, but hopefully. So we shall see. I very much doubt I'll be able to see them from the other side, but you never know. These lanterns are pretty darn bright. Let's get rid of these real quick. Alright, those. Then all we're going to do is pretty much just this. Just going to walk the edge, take the edge out. Get some concrete blocks placed, and hopefully, get the edge here nice and set up. I'm probably going to build a lip out over the hole itself. I just haven't decided on how far I want to build that. And since in Alpha 18, the zombies will dig straight down to get to you now, it may not be... There it goes. Might not be the best idea to go ahead and build a huge lip that sticks out, because more than likely they won't even they won't run off if you're underneath it here and the lip's way out there. I doubt they'll run all the way out there, drop, and then come back to you. I don't know if they would. I've never tested it, but my concern is that they would not do that. I would almost bet that they would ignore the extra few feet and just try to drill straight through the concrete to me. So until I know for sure if that's a fact, I don't know how much of a lip I want to put on. Although I do want to put some kind of lip over the edges here. So we'll just have to see. We'll play it all by ear. I'll probably put a small lip on it, and then when I get a horde or something, a wandering horde, or maybe just a regular zombie, I'll give it a test and see if they do in fact follow me off the edge. Now, one thing that I do know for certain, and this was a change, I want to say it was Alpha 15, but it might have been 16. They made it so that zombies are very reluctant to walk off a ledge. Even if they see you down there, they won't always jump off. It used to be they would just run off, it didn't matter, they didn't care. But then, I guess because people were kind of abusing that to make them fall into giant fall death trap pits, they went ahead and made it where they're much more reluctant to just fall off. The way it used to be long ago is no matter where you were, if a zombie was walking in a straight line to a hole, sometimes they would just walk straight off, and regardless of how deep it was, and then splat the ground. Some would walk around. But then at some point, they decided to put in the AI the ability to simply stop and walk around any holes. Unless they saw you. If they see you, they'll flop off. Not always, but usually. Well, then they added the ability to no longer allow the zombies to die in one single fall. Because it used to be you could make a fall pit deep enough that the zombie would fall and they would just instantly die when they hit the ground. Now they only take a max of 33% of whatever their max life is per fall. Somebody's getting shot. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, see, I can't see the light from over here. The other light. I wonder how far I got to get to them I can see it. I'm almost halfway. Still can't see it. There we go. Okay. I know it's probably hard to see, but there is a couple of boxes out there. That represents the exact center of the pit. And that matters because I'm going to be building some things, including a entrance over there in that wall, in order to get the Jeep and any other vehicles down. What I'm going to do is, I was going to make it here in the center of this wall. I was going to dig into the road, or maybe even just alongside the road here. Two entrances, one coming from each direction, going straight down to a center point, and then from the center point it would come out through the wall here. But now I think I'm going to do it over there. I'm going to just have it so you can turn off the road and you'll go straight down, and it'll come out roughly in the center, which means I had to find the center, which of course I already did. So I'll start from the center, and then I'll just start digging up, and then wherever it comes up here, that's where the entrance is going to be. But for now, I definitely want to get the rim here done. And the reason for that is, as I just said, I want to make it so that the zombies will fall down in the hole. Now, I was initially just going to put the edge here on and then throw on an item in order to trick them into falling in, which is something you've been able to do since they added the ability, or since they gave the zombies the foresight not to just suicide off the edge of every hole in the ground. What you can do is you can use blocks that are not a full block. For example, zombies see pretty much all blocks as a full block, no matter what it is. So if you take, for example, I guess we could do like something like this. If you place something like this here, and you place it like that, a zombie will not see that as being a hole. They see that as being a full block completely filled. So they'll try to walk on it, and when they do, they'll fall off. That's why things such as the killing corridor work. Zombies, for some reason, don't see half blocks, partial blocks. They just see blocks, period. Which I think is a real oversight, but that's just how it is. So you can use that to your advantage. And, of course, most people, including myself, absolutely do. You can make it to do a killing corridor or a fall pit or just about anything you want. Nothing on there? Good. Drop. So, don't worry. Ooh, don't fall down. One of the traps down here I intend to make, or I should say Horde bases, is indeed a killing corridor. I intend to make one. Just more for, I guess, just to say I built it or to show you guys how to build it. It's not difficult. It's very simple. And it's a very effective Horde base. Personally, I used it once in Alpha 17 just to see how it would work, and it was interesting. But personally, it's too boring for me because basically the zombies have no chance of killing you. They can't get to you. And I don't care about abusing the AI. That doesn't bother me. Whatever, do what you want. But it was one of those where it was so easy, it was like, why even show up? But I do like the concept. I love bases. And stuff like the killing corridor to me is very, very cool. I love that you can trick the AI so badly that you pretty much can just AFK and you win. I love that concept. That's awesome. But if I'm actually going to play, then yeah, that's kind of boring to me. I like watching other people play like that because it's interesting. But for me personally, meh, not my thing. But I do like the concept. And I rarely ever build anything I see the exact same way that I saw it built. I usually change things in small ways, make minor tweaks, not necessarily to make them better, but maybe because I see something that I think would look better or maybe it would work better. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You just won't know until you test things. And that's the funny thing, because even when if you have an idea, you're like, it'll definitely work this way. Yeah, not always. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And definitely one single block placed in one single spot can cause an entire base to completely fail. It's actually very, very interesting. It's something you wouldn't think would be possible. Like, really? You placed one block and it messed the whole base up. Yep, I've seen it happen. I've even done it myself. I place something incorrectly, I come back later and test it, and I'm like, this isn't working the way it's supposed to. Then I realized I placed one block in the wrong orientation or the wrong type of block, and I fix it, and boom, it suddenly starts working. It is insane how a single block in a single wrong rotation or type can completely trip up everything, the whole base. But that's what makes the game fun. Sometimes doing that makes me, anyway, come up with a whole new idea. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that. I could have done it this way. So that's pretty much what this base here is going to be. I intend to build a bunch of little mini bases down here. That's one of the reasons I made this so big. Because the killing corridor is only like maybe 20 or 25 long total-ish. So I could get several of those in here. But I do want to space them out enough that hopefully having so many bases in a small space won't cause too much issue for the AI. Like, I don't want them going up with the base that's... Oh, look, we got runners. If you call these guys runners. Really? That's it? Really? Yawn. Okay, I didn't mean for that to happen, but that works. Nighttime zombies. I remember hearing a long time ago that zombies get stronger at night. Never was able to confirm that. But I think that was back before Alpha 16, which is when they added the feral zombies. Well, I hear you. Are you down in the hole? You are down in the hole. And that weapon will not reach that far. This will. There's the XP I was looking for. Really? I forgot. Oh, well, I guess I did. I totally forgot my ammo again. That's okay. I got plenty of ammo for this. Alright, so let's go ahead and put up our last light. The beauty of these lanterns is you can pick them up. They're not like most things where once you set it down you can't pick it up. You can absolutely pick it up and put it down as many times as you like. That makes a very, very big difference. Makes them much more useful than they otherwise could have been. So I am not complaining. Oh, also, I will end up replacing quite a bit of this dirt back from the edge with concrete. But that, of course, like everything, it's going to take time. So one of the things I wanted to get done for now is I want to get the lip here done. And then hopefully in today's video, which looks like we still have 20 minutes at least of free time left, I intend to go down here. In fact, I believe it's on this side even. Yes, it is. On this side, I'm going to start digging out the entrance so we can start placing our actual base down here. Because the Horde bases are going to be here in the open area, and then underneath the lips here, or the edges, are where I'm going to put our actual base. So, not sure how I'm going to do the forges yet. I'm probably going to put them back a little bit from the edge here underneath, and then probably put some what do you call it, traps? The shotgun turrets. Turrets, that's the word. I'm either going to put shotgun turrets or 9mm turrets. I'm not sure which one. Probably whichever one I've got more of, or whichever one I have more ammo for. The 9mm turrets, I think, are more effective at range, so I'll probably use those. Yeah, this is going to be real nice. As for the bases down and below, I'm definitely going to do the so-called killing corridor from Jawoodle. I'm probably also going to make one of the... It's another Jawoodle base. Aww. You were running and then time ran out for you. Sorry. And you're done. What's this? Go. It's my headset rubbing. I thought I heard another zombie. Another base I intend to do is the wedge tip base, where you use the wedges built up so the zombies can't climb up it. I'm going to make a small one of those down there. Just a couple of, several small little bases. I'm also debating, well, it's not really debating, I'm going to do it, I just don't know how I'm going to implement it. I definitely want to put a tall tower somewhere in this area. Alright, Edgar, I'm trying to monologue here. Would you let me be? Thank you. I want to put a taller tower for a gyrocopter landing pad. Now, initially I was thinking in the dead center, build straight up way high, but there's a couple problems with that. One, that would probably interfere with all my Horde bases. Two, there's a good chance they might collapse it, since that's where I'm going to be fighting the Horde down there. There's a good chance they might get stuck on one of the corners or something and collapse it, which would be not a catastrophe, since there wouldn't be. It would literally just be a tower going up with a large pad on the top to land on. Then the other problem would be if I did use it, I'd have to climb it up and down out there in the middle in order to get to and from the base after landing on the pad. So I'm thinking either maybe one of the corners I'll build a tower, or maybe even all four. Ooh, I didn't even notice there's coal here. Nice. I'll build maybe a tower on each corner, or maybe even like one in the middle. Like, since I intend to make this the middle here, I was considering building a tower in the dead center here, not in the pit, but right here at the edge. Building a small tower, not very big, probably no more than 3x3 or maybe 5x5 square, straight up quite a bit, and then with obviously a ladder in the middle, completely enclosed so they can't get, no zombies can get into it. The only way to enter it would be from down below, or on top, obviously. And then I would make that my landing pad up top, and then I could just go down, do what I need to do, and then when I wanted to leave, I could go up. And then I could also, since I'm going to make a driving entrance down over there, I might just make the entrance there so I can get into here, but also have it go all the way around the edge and then to here so I can drive it into my base with the Jeep. And I could always put another entrance over here if I wanted to. That's what's great about this game. You can do anything you want. If you're willing to put the time and the effort into it, you can do it. Oh, I see. I hear and see another victim. You gonna zap for me? Zap, 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 and you're done. Okay, let's get this finished. We're almost done, 3/4 of the way. Yo, don't fall in the hole. I'm pretty sure I'll break my leg if I fall in there. Even with that, whatchamacallit thing on, the foot brace mod. It definitely wouldn't be fatal, but it would probably break or sprain my leg at the very least. It'll definitely sprain it, but I don't know if it'd break it because it's only like a 17 block drop, I think. I made it 17 because I wanted it to be 16 total, but once I put the floor in, that'll make it only 16. I didn't want to do one of those, you know, dig it out and then have to dig out the floor itself again. So I just did it all at once. Boy, I keep hearing things. Okay, let's get this done. And then we're going to start working on the actual Horde base directly behind me that I'm now walking backwards towards. I thought today would be kind of a nice chill episode, just kind of relax, get some building done. I think at this point I really don't want to spend as much time off camera as I've been doing, where like 2 or 3 days would pass. I mean, I don't mind doing that, but I know a lot of you guys probably want to see some of the digging and the building, so I'll try to mix it up as best I can. I'm new at this, so I'm still learning what a good mix would be, since everybody has different tastes. Personally, I like to build. I like to watch building too. But a good loot video never hurts, especially since we do still need a few things. I really would like to get a what was it I was looking for? Well, a tier 6 auger for sure. Oh, I think it was armor, wasn't it? Yeah. Some tier 6 armor wouldn't go wrong. Ooh, look at that. I only have level 2 steel gloves. Oof. That should be fine. And my current Horde base is hardly indestructible, but I'm not too concerned about them getting in. It's pretty strong. I mean, I deliberately in that Horde video, what was it, day 35? Might have been 42, but I think it was 35. I was deliberately blowing them up, and I think I blew up 3 or 4 of them on purpose, and they still didn't break in. So I am by no means concerned about anything getting in. That doesn't mean they can't. They absolutely can. But like I said, I like to give them a chance. But they have to work for it for sure. Okay. Wow, look at that. It's so far away you can barely see when my light turns on. Okay, so that's the entire edge. So let's go ahead and get down there. There we go. That's the dead center, so probably should move a little further. Now, again, this entire design here is based on Z Nation's Alpha 16 playthrough. So if you haven't seen, or if this looks familiar, I should say, then it's probably not a coincidence, since I did actually base this entire design off of Z Nation FFS. Now, I only based the general idea, and some of it I'm going to make similar, such as I'm going to be digging out these walls and putting up a concrete wall in its place. So that's very similar to Z Nation FFS's build, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of the things that he did. But I definitely will be using some of his ideas. I mean, the man is a genius, at least in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinion as well. He is an exceptionally good player. And I'd say what hasn't been discovered yet, he probably already knows. I think I screwed that up. Now what is... Oh, we're having this glitch again. Go away. Oh, it'll be nice when they fix all these little glitches and bugs. Okay. We're not going to go too crazy today. So what is this? This is the dead center. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that'll work. 7 on each side, plus that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's the centaur. Really? I was about to say, I hear footsteps. What the hell? Oh, this is going to be so awesome when it's done. But it's going to be a while. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is going to be a very long project. Honestly, I don't even know if it's even possible to finish this before Alpha 19, but we're going to give it a try. So, here's where these come in. Oh, got to hold the button now. Let's see. Now, Z Nation, on his video, what he did, or on his build, he did this. He basically laid them down like this. He laid one of these here, then nothing here, and then he reversed it like that for here. Now, I considered doing that, but I'm thinking, meh. I think what I'd much rather do is the good old-fashioned... Well, he used a pole defense as well. I'm telling you, man, I'm paranoid. I'm hearing things. The shadows aren't helping. I keep seeing shadows, and I swear I'm seeing zombie arms coming at me. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do something like that. But then I was thinking, you know, I could do the good old-fashioned wet concrete pillars. Now, the problem with the pillars, if you set them like this, where they're, I guess, would they be vertical? If you set them up vertically, one after another, regular zombies can't get them, cannot pass through in between, but dogs can, which means it would not be anti-dog. So, what I could do is do something like that. Now, if I stack them like this, I'm not sure if the dogs can get through them at all. I really don't know. But I definitely want to do something that's a little different. So I'm still contemplating what I might do. I mean, that's what I love about this game. There are so many possible ideas. If you can think of it, you can probably do it. Now, that's something else I was considering, doing something like this. But I definitely don't know if I want to do that. Let's try... That's pole center. We don't want a pole center. Let's go simple, then advanced. Okay. Yeah, because see, the bottom would completely... Yeah, you know, what we need to do first is we need to dig some of this out, so we can get a better idea of what we're looking at here. Because this is going to be where our initial setup, our initial safe zone inside this huge hole is going to be set up. So I want to make sure that this is done right and that it's nice and secure. I know I'm about to get some screamers because I'm tapping the button repeatedly. That's an easy way to get screamers. That's okay. Oop, out of gas, of course. Ooh, level up. Nice. Okay, so here's where I decided to stop here for now. Okay, there we go. And this is still the center. So, Go ahead and move the center marker out here a little bit so I don't accidentally hit it. Okay, so I don't like that. I thought maybe I would. I think that block's just a little too big. Not what I meant to do. Feels a little too big, so let's try... You know, actually, I think that would be really hilarious. Oop. Have a wall of the support beams. That would be interesting. Okay, we could do those. Let's see. See, those seem a little... That's only a core, but it still seems too big. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination. You know, maybe the problem with it is... Okay, where's the center? We want this to be the center, which means... Is that what I really want? Do I want this wall? It's here, right? Yeah, it's here, not there. Yeah. So, do I want there to be a pillar here? Or do I want this to be the center? You know what? I want this to be the center. So what we're going to do is... This is the actual wall. This is the center. Z Nation did it 3 wide. I think I'm going to do it 5. So let's put a pillar there. Pillar there. Nope, that is not correct at all. See, he had 3. I want 5. I think that will look pretty good. And then we'll do this. Yeah, I think that's going to look really good. And that'll let me know that's the center. And then now the question is... Damn it. Something I wanted to do that was different. We will test it first and see how it looks. Because it may or may not look good. Shoot. I don't normally like the giant pillars. I like the 50 pillars better, but I think these could definitely work here. Now, the only thing is when you put something in between, you can see how it doesn't really line up properly because it's rounded. But I'm not too concerned because I think... I know there's a couple of things. Oh. Okay. Now, I already know I can't. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? I can jump through that? I can walk through that. Well, crouch. Oh, now it won't let me through. Now it did. Okay, well, the problem with that is if I can get through it, that means the dogs can get through it too. Alright, so let's see. What do we got? In addition to that, we could do center poles, maybe? Nah. No, because that blocks my view. I have to say, I kind of like the bottom. But I've got a better idea. Maybe we'll put it on the top instead. I think the top might look cooler. I don't mind about wasting concrete too much. I've got plenty of extra stuff at home. I mean, eventually I won't, but for now I do. Alright, so let's try it up here. On face. Copy. Okay. So that looks good. So now we need the poles. I actually really do like that, but I don't know. Quite concerned. See, the problem is what I have to do is I have to make a way to get through this that the zombies cannot follow. Unfortunately, the zombies are pretty smart little suckers, and they can do most anything you can do. I wonder if a zombie dog can get through that. Yeah, they definitely could get through that. Alright, we ain't doing that then. Let's try... No, but pyramids. You know, I think that's actually kind of funny. I actually considered doing something like this at some point. Making it nothing but pyramids, but the problem is they would obviously use it to jump up on, so... Can't really do that. Okay, I got an idea. I think I need to make this a little taller. One more taller. Just cut this so it drops. Okay, let's go ahead and... Come on, buddy. Let's get this beast in here. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Simple. No, not copy shape, you goon. Simple rotation. There we go. Now, if we do shapes. Let's try this. Okay. I kind of like the whatchamacallit plate. Now, if I did that, nah, that's probably not a good idea. Let's try. Where's the half ones again? There he is. Yeah, I think I like these. Alright, so if I do that, and then I... Whoop, not on that one. What concrete poles? Advanced. Now, I can definitely shoot them. Of course, it doesn't really line up, but that's actually quite all right. This could be a problem. Give me 1 minute. Okay. What do you guys think of that? I think that looks pretty darn good. It's different. It's a little unique. But that's okay. I wanted to do something different, something that not everybody else has done. So I did the little half block with the slant blocks or whatever, and then I did the good old-fashioned thing. And I was thinking that it's not reasonable to be able to get in here from the sides, because obviously the zombies can follow pretty much anything you can. So what I think instead I'm going to do is every so often I'll make a spot like here. Instead of putting the blocks, I'll put a ladder or something that'll go up, and then it'll make a small spot on the top where I can go up, down, and in, or in, down, whatever, so that I can actually get behind here more easily. And I think that'll actually work out pretty good. I think this will be pretty interesting. And the thing to remember is this is not an actual, like a horde defense. That's not what this is. I'm not designing this to be able to withstand a horde. I'm not going to be fighting a horde from back behind here. This is just kind of a design that looks kind of neat and is just kind of a decoration that's going to be most, if not all, the way around. So don't look at this as being like, well, the horde's easily going to break through that. Obviously they will. See, I actually started to put a second layer here, and then I remembered that I was like, I'm not making this as an actual horde defense. So I'm probably going to go ahead and just knock these little 3 inside ones out, because I'm probably going to upgrade these all the way to steel. So it's not like they're going to be flimsy, but I also would have no intention of fighting any hordes. behind these walls. I could, but I'm not going to, or at least I don't intend to. Who knows, maybe I'll get a hair up my rear later on and be like, let's try it and see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to die, that's what's going to happen. But I'm just trying to come up with some interesting designs, something that I haven't personally seen. I mean, let's be honest, just about everything's been done in this game to death 100 times. Just because you haven't seen it does not mean it has not been done. Ooh, look at that, another iron thing. So, I realized it a little while ago that it is indeed Horde Day, and I did not realize. For some reason, I was thinking today was day 55, not 56. So, next episode will definitely be Horde Night. So, I think with that, we're going to end this episode. It was a pretty good... I think we got a pretty good amount of work started. And I think I've got my basic design in place. Might tweak it a little bit, but I think it's interesting. I like using the stairs and stuff. I mean, I could use the... What do you call it? The arches, and I do like the arches, but it's one of those everybody uses the arches, and so I thought I'd try something a little different. And when I did just the 4 sets of stairs, the top looked a little boring, so I went ahead and I put 2 angle pieces, 2 wedges, and then a half block, and I think that's interesting. And of course, this will all be dug out and all be reinforced concrete, so this is not going to stay stone, so nothing to worry about. But this episode has definitely run a little longer than I intended, so I've got to end it now. So next episode will be Horde Night. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a comment, suggestion, like, or subscribe. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode.